zu einer weiteren Folge Call of Cthulhu. Wir sind immer noch am Rätsel dran. Ich habe immer noch gar keinen Plan, was genau ich hier machen soll. Ich werde es aber schon rausfinden. Wir hören jetzt die nächste Walze an und schauen mal weiter. Obwohl wir das eigentlich sogar, glaube ich, gar nicht. Ich weiß es nicht.
I finally understood
Haben
that
nur die
we were
damit zu
only
tun?
pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their... I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Ja, aber das Buch habe ich schon. Das ist doch dumm. Muss es doch irgendwas anderes geben.
The chalice of knowledge.
Ah, okay. Ich bin genauso schlau wie vorher. I don't get it, na 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 na. I'm too dumb for this shit. Na 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 na.
A
Hä?
strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Ein merkwürdiges Amulett. Der Anhänger hat die Form eines großen Hundes. Ich weiß nicht, was er bedeutet. Vielleicht erfahre ich mehr, wenn ich den Buchladen durchsuche. Okay. Wir machen jetzt einfach 9, 4, 7. Falsch. Okay. Aber was soll ich zum Beispiel mit
The
dem Kelch?
chalice of knowledge.
Ja, aber was bringt der mir? Aha. Irgendwas.
The chalice of knowledge.
Hat er nicht irgendwas in Edelstein gesagt? Ja, ne?
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Edelsteine.
The chalice of knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, versuchen wir es einfach. 5, Warte. Oh, und, hä? Das wäre 9. Was wäre dann das hier? Das wäre... Ja, das haben wir dann,
I
also die
finally
noch.
understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, Schach. Vier. Oder? Versuchen wir jetzt einfach. Ha, 3. 3 weiße Schachfiguren, okay. Ah, krass, krass, krass. Okay. Ah ja, okay. In der namenlosen Buchhandlung verfolgte Pierce die Spur eines versuchten Einbruchs. Er entdeckte, dass Charles Hawkins hinter dem Einbruch steckte. Pierce öffnete den Tresor des Buchhändlers und fand, was dieser und Sarah Hawkins darin aufbewahrt hatten. Ein in Menschenhaut gebundenes Buch lag im Tresor und zog den Detektiv unwiderstehlich an. Als er es öffnete, wurde sein Geist in einen anderen Körper projiziert. Okay, heißt das jetzt... Oh, ich muss mich kurz anders hinsetzen. Bin ich jetzt jemand anders oder was soll mir das sagen?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Oh Gott, okay, okay.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Okay.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of
Pull
his
up,
symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
Oh.
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Er hat etwas im Bauch.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Ah, krass, ey. Der macht einfach
An
große
unknown
Tintenfische.
medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Du wirst ein Tintenfisch. Was soll ich denn jetzt hier aber machen?
Doctor, please. My
His
chest.
perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Okay.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
A whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay. Also gucke ich mir jetzt jeden Patienten an. Und ist das nicht die Olle von dem... Ja.
Mrs. Sanders?
Ja. Hä?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
In der Akte wird der Zustand beschrieben, in dem Irene Sanders ins Riverside-Institut eingeliefert wurde, sowie die verabreichten Behandlungen Fuller. Sowie die verabreichten Behandlungen. Fuller fügte handschriftlich eine Notiz hinzu. Er empfiehlt sie in den psychiatrische Flüge zu verlegen, um ihr die Ruhe und Erholung zu geben, die sie benötigt. Okay. Sie ist aber nicht tot. Kann gar nicht sein. Noch jemand? Du?
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Der Fuller macht hier ganz krumme Dinge.
What is the
Oh.
boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Where did you expect it?
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Okay, das ist leer.
Dr.
Hallo?
Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Oho. Die wurde aber richtig bissig jetzt. Krass, krass. Boah, sind die groß. Hallo, ich hab Feierabend, Juice.
Dr. Colden, do you want something?
Ja, Feierabend. Bradley!
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Ja.
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Der ist ja schon schnuckelig zu ihr, ne? Mann, Mann, Mann.
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ja, aber da drin ist alles voll, ne? Mann, Mann, Mann. Immer dasselbe. Los, mach die Infusion klar. Die beschweren sich schon.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in dormitory B.
Warum?
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Da hast du recht. Aber im Endeffekt schickt sie ja zurück in die Hölle.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
What did he do?
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Wer bist du?
Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the...
Pff. Hallo, 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 hallo.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Hallo.
I don't have any
so.
business in the boiler room.
Aha.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Du wirst gar nichts tellen. Ah, nee. Ja gut, was machen wir jetzt? Wie kriegen wir die Alte da weg? Ist doch kacke. Was hier? Was ist denn das für ein
Oh, you're pulling
Irrgarten?
my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, At least we won't have to clean for a while.
You just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Ey, es gibt immer diese Lester-Schwester, ne?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who paid.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Hä,
It's
abstellen?
temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Anstellen, oder?
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where
Ja,
did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B.
ja, genau. Dann holen wir das jetzt.
The key to the boiler room.
Ja.
All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Das gibt doch übel Stress bestimmt jetzt. Ey, du petzt aber nicht, ne? Hallo? Hallo? Jemand da? Nein? Okay. Boah, zeig mal Muckis.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
What? Ja, gut, das war's aber auch schon wieder mit der Folge für heute. Freut mich, dass du dabei warst. Wenn dir das Ganze gefallen hat, würde ich mich über eine Bewertung freuen. Ich wünsche dir weiterhin alles Gute. Bis zum nächsten Mal und ciao.